Say hey everyone, welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. Alongside me, as he is almost every Friday, is my guy Connor Mack. Connor, you said you had a lot of plays coming into this card. I'm excited to hear them. I'm excited to hear this breakdown. How are you doing today?
Busy, man. Yeah, surprisingly, I liked a lot of action here in this huge Friday card, and of course, got college football tonight, and then week one. So I've been, man, cramming, doing a whole lot of shit. But it's always good to be here on a Friday. Jose seems to be a little down. He's dragging it a little. We got to
Yep.
pick him up. Look at that great hairdo he's rocking.
Thank you.
Let's get it, brother.
Thank you. Yes, it does seem that way. I am a little tired today, I will admit, but we roll on. I have a lot to do this weekend, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Don't forget, of course, today as well, I'm going to be on the live stream with Dabby Cab and Moose Money and Company. All those guys are going to be Illinois, Indiana. Going to be a lot of fun there. I do not have a play on that game yet, but I cannot wait to live bet it. Connor, you and your college football show have been doing great things, I'm sure, the first week. A lot of great videos being cut up on Pub Sports Radio. How's your college football going?
It's been pretty good. I last night was all right, but I did have Purdue. I took them live, so kind of was a wash, but with a bigger number, 5.5. But yeah, I thought they had that game won. They had that catch, 2:30 left. I thought they could end it, and they kick it back. Penn State scores, they're done. So I'm not that high on Penn State, but they got it done last night. And right there, these lines are sharp. So look at it. You know, the West Virginia game, you had 7.5, 8. That was right there too. And they were behind. I mean, hit a guy right in the hands, threw his hands to the DB, pick, then they score. Everyone knows the rest. So wild last couple minutes in college football. And so, yeah, you have nothing on this game. You're this live
Not
betcast?
yet. Not yet. I don't have anything yet. I'm going to go in there, hopefully find some good live bets, rely on our college football experts, because what I know of Illinois is that they got their tits slapped by UTSA last year. So I don't know. I'm down on Illinois, but it seems like the market has moved all in their favor. So we'll see exactly how that goes here today. But that is for later on in the day. Right now, baseball reigns supreme. We're going to shout out everyone in the chat and get this show officially started. Shout out to my guy, Cheshire Cat.
Hell yeah.
$10 dono. It's okay. You know, Cheshire always gives me shit like he says, and I never take any of it personally. He thinks that it hurts my feelings or something. I promise you, it always makes me laugh, Cheshire. And you're very funny. Don't you worry, my man. I appreciate the dono. Rocco Rogers in here as well. Sunny Springs, not applicable. Mr. MDR, AOD, all you guys. It's been a pleasure doing the show every day for you guys. Mike M as well. And I like doing it every day, and it's going to be fun going forward. I will remind everyone of this. This weekend is the last weekend of Say Hey Plays on the weekend. It's going to be Monday through Friday going forward to the end of the baseball season, letting college football and the NFL reign supreme on the weekend. So just a heads up to everyone, just a reminder, Monday through Friday starting next week, Tuesday or Saturday, Sunday, last time we're going to be on the weekend for the regular season coming up.
Jose, you got to tell them, though, even though no show, you know, you'll be posting your plays and everything, right?
Of course, yeah. The grind don't stop. I'll be looking at. I'll be silently producing whatever shows I'll be producing, and I'll just be doing baseball research in the background, making my bets. It'll still be a whole lot of fun. But you know, obviously, the weekend is for college football and the NFL right now, so we will let them do their thing, and we will do our thing right now as we get into Say Hey Plays 143. Say Hey 143 officially begins here with Pittsburgh versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Manoah versus Johan Oviedo, the former Cardinal, now a Pittsburgh Pirate. Since joining the Pirates, has pitched well in the minors, which is pretty interesting, obviously, to see what the difference is between one organization to the other one. I'll be interested to see once we get all the baseball savant data and see if they've changed anything in Pittsburgh from St. Louis. 5 appearances in the minors so far with Pittsburgh, 1 earned run and 11 2/3 innings pitched, 13 Ks, 2 walks. He's gone about three innings, 3 2/3, 2 2/3 last 2 appearances. So not expecting too much from Johan, but I do think he can pitch well. I would not necessarily hate a first 5 under here. Alek Manoah, we obviously think he's going to pitch well against the 24th best offense against righties in the last 2 weeks. So ultimately, I lean towards an under here, but I'm passing as of right now. Connor, what do you have on this game?
Yeah, we'll see what we get out of Johan. At times in the minors, he can get hit hard. Obviously, he's going to go. I guess it depends on his start. I mean, could he go 5 innings? I don't think so. I think he goes 3 or 4. But real quick on this game, Manoah's been good. He had a rough, patch about a little over a month ago, kind of a bad July. Twins hit him, a few other teams, but he's been better his last few starts. He's been good for me on the road. There's a few pitchers here today that have been good, and he's been good to me on first 5 unders, like you mentioned. I'm not going to get on this game, though. Toronto had the day off. This team can't hit. There's just no way, even with Manoah, their best pitcher, that I'd want to bet on, that I'm going to lay this price with the Blue Jays. Just no fucking way. I mean, I'm going to take the Pirates here or nothing, and I don't want anything. We got a massive card. So this was a pass for me. I just want nothing to do with it here.
Nope, agree wholeheartedly. There's a lot of games on the card, so we can move on from this one fairly quickly. And I feel like this way about this other game as well. Rockies, Reds, just 2 dumpster fire teams. Right now, the Rockies worst against righties in the last 2 weeks as well. 30th, 40 weighted runs created plus. Luis Cessa is going to give you 4 or 5 innings. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. He got 4 innings last time, 4 good innings against the Nationals. I'd probably lean towards fading him, but I'm not going to do it against or with the worst offense against righties in the last 30 days. So I pass here as well. Just a quick note, the Cincinnati Reds against lefties, since Kyle Freeland going for the Rockies here. They're 102 weighted runs created plus, 15th, just a little above average. So ultimately, another easy pass game for me. A lot of games on the card. This is not one I'm interested on.
Yeah, Freeland on the road. I didn't watch much in this game as well. And what are we going to get from Luis here? I think he can get hit. What I initially want, I have so many bets going on this card. I don't mind the Rockies, but, they're hit and miss on the road, with the bats, because I'd look for them in this game. But at a pick 'em, I didn't want it. I'd look to the over in this spot. If Freeland's rolling, he could be good. I look to the player prop. Salerno, he's Donovan, he's 7 for 15 with a couple homers, plus 700 or plus 600 for his jack. And I'm sure you get a good price on his over 1.5. So a guy that's owned Freeland, that's kind of what I looked at in this game.
Yeah, we always love your home run props, Connor. You're one of the kings of the home run props. So shout out to you there. I had nothing here, Connor. Passing a little home run prop action as well. Let's move on. Oakland, Baltimore. JP Sears, Dean Kramer. And this is one of those rare teams where the Baltimore Orioles are kind of probably priced perfectly. Like a minus 160 here is kind of a good price for them. I think they win. Keeps you high enough that you don't want to bet them really. And ultimately, maybe some team totals here. I also thought about maybe taking a first 5 under here as well, because I believe in the Dean Kramer experience, the cream machine. Last time out was a good outing against the Astros. 7 2/3, 4 hits, 1 earned run. Pretty surprising, but I mean he's been pitching well on and off this whole year. So shout out to him. A very good come up for him. JP Sears on the other side faced the Yankees team he got traded away from. 8 hits, 3 earned runs there. Pretty good start. Think he could be capable. Baltimore not hitting lefties that well. 21st against lefties, 88 weighted runs created plus. Obviously, Oakland, we know they don't hit righties or anyone really that hard. So another first 5 under lean for me here, but I did not get to the window with it.
Yeah, I wanted to look it up at that good start, but way back May 25th, I remember with Sears, and Sears has been pretty good. This is a guy that just can give you 3, 4 to 5 innings, and he's been solid. So that's what I looked here was to an under. The Orioles, winning ball games, not crazy mashing it, but winning. And the pitching's been getting it done. Bradish, got good old Dean here, even, and his man bun has been good lately. So the price is too crazy now with the Orioles. I know they're playing the A's. You'd have to look run line or something like that. I don't want it. So I like the under in this one. This one was on the edge for me. I haven't bet this, but I'd look to the under as well here.
I think I'm officially moving on it. First 5 under 4 minus 110 for me. So there's my first official look, first official play of the card right there.
Yeah, real quick, Cheshire Cat. Yeah, Solano has the good numbers. And yeah, I've been on the Reds. Have been pretty good lately as a dog, against the Nats. I couldn't believe the Nats were priced, 140, shit like that. But I just don't like the price here with them, versus the Rockies.
Yeah, I agree there. Shout out to Cheshire Cat for being in here as always on the Dono. I appreciate it. Dabby Cab joining us as well. Looks like he's not going to go against the Dodgers and not going to bet on his beloved Yu Darvish, which is good news for me because I think I'm going to be going against Yu Darvish today. So that'll be fun. And I will be seeing Dabby Cab here.
Really? Shortly. You're going to bet on the Dodgers?
I think I am. We'll talk about that shortly, but Yu Darvish against the Dodgers just does not seem like a good recipe for success against them. I'll tell you that. But I'll see you soon, Dabby Cap, for that college football live stream. I cannot wait for that. Will be a whole lot of fun. You know what is not a whole lot of fun? This Kansas City Royals Detroit Tigers game. AL Central, just debauchery nonsense here. I want nothing to do with it. Two teams that aren't good against either side of the arm that they're facing. Righties, lefties, they're both 20s against them. I ultimately pass here. Daniel Lynch is a young pitcher that I think he will be bet on, but he's not bet on yet for me. It'll probably be next year. But ultimately, this was another pretty easy pass game for me.
Yeah, Lynch on the road, not very good here. I haven't loved Hutchinson either. I could pencil in. The problem is the Tigers' offense is putrid. They've been better, but all year, especially the second half, they've been better against lefties. Maybe not the last 10 days, but they're still what am I got? I'm all fucked up. Still hitting in the 260s versus lefties. So I lean to the Tigers, but I just don't love the price. This was a pass for me as well. Garbage teams. I'd lean over, but I can't trust the offenses. So
yeah,
done.
Now, the best part about all the sports starting up now, football and everything, is that these like shitty baseball
games
are just such easy passes now. Like, we don't have to spend too much time with it. Obviously, when we're in the dog days of summer, this is all we got. So we got to extract all the fucking gambling juices we can get from these shitty games. But now, it's like, you know what? I'd much rather bet on a shitty college football game. Give me Central Michigan, Oklahoma State over fucking Kansas City Royals, Detroit Tigers right now. I'm going to come on. And by the way, shout out to me for not betting the Oklahoma State Cowboys yesterday and betting Central Michigan. And expecting that to be a closer game. So shout out to me there. That's my only good thing I did.
Well, it was perfect for them. They were blown out, but you leave the gas, the back door is wide open.
Yep, love it. I love it. And Mike, of course, like I say, Mike Gundy's the most conservative coach on and off the field. So I figured he would do some things to keep them in the game.
Remember, he's a man, and he's 40. He's got to be 50 by now. That
he is
about 10 years old.
I think he's like 52.
Wow.
And I don't know how I know that. Like, and that might be an exact number. I don't know why I know that, but
yeah, that is a little weird. But
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna actually look up his age real quick, and if I actually got his age on the dot, that'd be a really weird for me personally. He's 55. He's 55. There you go. All right, so there you go. I know it's weird. And by the way, I didn't watch the garbage time. I think his son got in the game too, which is hilarious. Nepotism reigns supreme in Oklahoma State. Boston versus the Texas Rangers. Now, this is the game, Connor. I think this game might break me mentally, physically, emotionally, everything in between. This number, it was a 10 earlier today, Jimmy says. It goes down to 9. I have it at 9.5 right now in Bovada. This was an easy play for me. Woke up, made this play. Boston team total over 5, but for some reason, it seems like Dallas Keuchel might have an actually good start here today, and that will fucking break me, Connor. If the Red Sox make Dallas Keuchel look like a major league pitcher, I will just be so beyond annoyed. They're 6th right now against lefties, 143 weighted runs created plus, so they fucking kill lefties right now. And it just doesn't make sense that this number has gone down. Even the Rangers are hitting righties pretty well right now. Ninth, 106 weighted runs created plus. So I kind of expected this game to be a go over here, but I just decided to cut off, the Rangers side of it. Let's just keep fading Dallas Keuchel and enjoying the holiday that is Keuchel Day. But if the Red Sox make him look good, then I'm going to have some issues. So, are you on the fade Keuchel train here, Connor?
Yeah, they're just you got to do it. I think. I mean, it's been just money all year long, and then now they pick him up. The Rangers. He got it done. Even the Tigers really early pounded him. The thing is, Pivetta. Yeah, you talked about the full game. He has good numbers. 9 for 4 and only 43 at bats. They're at 209 off him. I'm sure he'll give up a few as well. But Keuchel, these Red Sox rip him. This was one of my last ones I have a strong lean to. I mean, you could go with the 5, but the 5.5 is plus 115. If you're going to go all the way, fuck a 5. Give me the 6, the 5.5 at plus money. And you talked about these guys that hit him hard, 100 at bats, 333. Kike, all these guys have great numbers. Devers, 6 for 7. He doesn't have a jack, but I mean, come on. I think Red Sox, I look at the team total as well. And I know it went from 10 down to 9. You talked about it. And the money, the tickets, like 75 to 80% all on this. And the money's just at 50, 51 that I've seen all day on the over. So interesting movement on the total.
Yeah, it's been weird. That's why I'm like, man, are the Red Sox really going to make Dallas Keuchel look good today? Because the over, like TJ said, TJ came into the chat, said it was a gift. I agree. Like, I thought the over 9 would be a pretty easy spot here, but that market move is always making me a little nervous. So I just said, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck the Rangers. Whatever. Let's take 5 runs from Keuchel. Let's get in and out. No problem. And I definitely don't hate if, I used to do those ladder plays earlier in the year. I wouldn't hate a 5, 5.5, 6 for sure. And on top of that, Rafael Devers was on a big cold streak, and last night the fucking Red Sox from the ashes come up, win that game, and Rafael Devers seems to break out of his cold streak too. So that was big time cookies there.
The righties have good numbers, like Kike's almost plus 500 for a homer, 3 for 11 with 2 jacks. But you give me Devers, he's 6 for 7, plus 600, I'll take it for a homer.
Agreed, 100% there. Let's move on to New York, Tampa Bay, Domingo Germán, Jeffrey Springs. And I'll tell you right now, before the game or before this show, something that gave me a little energy, Connor. The Yankees fans complaining about the lineup today. Ooh, made me so happy. Oh, my God. They call up their star shortstop prospect, Peraza, I believe his name is. Is it Jose Peraza? I don't know. I can't remember it. The Yankees' top prospects are beyond me, as you guys know. But he comes up, and now IKF is still starting as shortstop today, which is just objectively hilarious. Yankees fans are freaking out, saying, why aren't we starting our best shortstop in their shortstop position? Why is he going to play second base? All this stuff, and I find it to be hilarious. And I kind of think that Tampa Bay goes out there, smacks him in the mouth, and I think that tomorrow the Yankees come out and respond here. I don't think Domingo Germán is going to continue pitching as well as he has here. Let's look at his last 2 appearances, 7 2/3, 3 hits, no earned runs, 5 Ks, no walks at the Oakland A's. And versus the Mets, another good start, 6 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, one of them earned, 3 Ks, no walks there. I'm going to be on the Tampa Bay team total over 3.5. It is at minus 115 for me as my second official look here. Well, third actually, because of the Red Sox. Minus 115 as well. But I just think I probably would lean towards Tampa Bay money line too. But minus 130 is probably my cutoff. You guys all know that if you watch the show frequently. Against righties right now, the Tampa Bay Rays in the last 2 weeks, one of the hottest teams in baseball, 135 weighted runs created plus, second best in the league last 2 weeks. Jeffrey Springs has been, scary at times. He got crushed by the Red Sox last time out. He pitches well against the Angels before then. Yankees are 13th, 108 weighted runs created plus against lefties. So would I trust the full game over? I think so, but ultimately I'm just focusing on the Rays, fading the Yankees at every opportunity we can get here. So what up, Sky Dragon? Nice to see you, my man. Dennis as well. Bo Jackson in here. Cheshire Cat like the over here. Or likes the Rays, actually. Excuse me. And he's pretty confident about that. I'm on Tampa Bay team total over 3.5 here, Connor. Are you on anything on this one?
I want to be, but I think I got enough bets here today. I like the Rays here as well a little bit. I think right away you jump Yankees plus money. You look at that, and hey, they might come through. Domingo's been pretty good, as of late. The Rays got decent numbers off him. Rosarina has been really hot as of late. I think he's a guy to look at if you're looking at the props in this one. And Jeffrey Springs, these Yankees have not hit him, and they've just been cold. These sticks for the Yanks. I mean, they need to get shit going. It's September, and I know you love it, Jose. Watching this, yeah, it's
Because
just your,
every year, Connor, it's every year, just like clockwork.
yeah, and they had an unreal start. You know what I mean? Before the break, I mean, they just won so many games. But yeah, hitting a $137 off him. They're 7 for 51. Obviously, with this lineup, they could get to him as a lefty, but he's been good, and I think he'll be pretty good here at home. So yeah, I lean the Rays and I lean under in this one.
Yeah.
Till the Yankees swing it well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want. I took that over in LA or in Anaheim, and that one game. Then it went right back. I took the under that hit, and I think they had one in Oakland that went over where they scored 13 right away against Caprillion, but they haven't. They're too sporadic. The offense is just not there, so no bet for the Yankees.
And I'll say this: I'm the one of the main, and I know Yankees fans know this by their reaction. One of the best ways to get a team going is calling up the youngsters and letting the youngsters go up there and hit a little bit, get the guys going a bit, and them not starting Pereza, whatever his name is, for IKF, just hilarious, just objectively hilarious, and it will lead them to losing today. And I hope that they don't let them play. Don't let them play. Keep them on the bench. I don't want to see the Yankees get hot. It makes me laugh a little more.
Let me get over. What's that team total for the Rays?
3.5. I have it at -115. Personally, okay. I don't. I kind of want to take them first 5 -0.5 too, but I'm opening myself up for a full game of runs. Hopefully here.
That's pretty good. The price is bigger. The Rays at times can swing. I still don't trust the offense though. In the end.
Yep, I would probably agree with you there. Hoping that low team total helps them out there for sure. Let's move on. Seattle, Cleveland. And we were kind of robbed of a really good pitching matchup here today. Cody Morris now getting the start. Apparently, Zach Plesac might have hurt his hand. And you'll never guess this. Like all baseball injuries, is pretty stupid. Hurts his hand after he gave up a home run to Jake Lamb, and he punched the dirt right after it.
Come on. That's not even the door. The dirt? Come on.
Punches the dirt on the mound. It was a weird thing, so he's not starting today. Who knows what might have happened. I stayed off this game because I thought it was really weird that it was like a -145-ish for the Mariners earlier, and now it's a -138 with Cody Morris on the bump. I was expecting it to shoot up to like 200 with Luis Castillo on the other side. But I ultimately backed the Mariners on this side, but I'm a little worried. I'm not going to make it official, but Mariners would be my side and my choice here.
Yeah, you think Castillo, this is the play. And you talked about, and the Mariners didn't hit Plesac. He had like unreal stats. Like I don't even know if they were in 100 off him. And you talked about Morris. He should just go a few innings. He's been pretty good, down in the minors, 25-year-old, everything I've gone through. And umpire in this one was only ones I kind of looked at as I always glanced through it. I was under. Forget what it was. That's why this game obviously is 7.5. Cleveland last 5 at home, all 5 under. 10 of their last 11 under. But the Guardians hit Castillo. They've hit over 300. Rosario 7 for 15. Ramirez, you're getting plus 500 with his jack. 5 for 15 with 3 homers off Castillo. So take a look at that. I think the guy can flat hit. So
yeah, Aaron A mentioning that as well. So that's another good look.
Yes,
there as well. Yeah,
So I like the dog. I mean, Cody Morris.
Makes sense.
I don't want the Mariners, even though they're playing good ball. Castillo's been pretty good. This was my last one that I think I'm going to keep off. But yeah, I lean the Guardians here at home.
Yeah, that's why I stayed off as well. The line was just weird, and it kind of says like maybe Cleveland's got a spot here, and Cleveland playing well enough. to keep me off of it as well. Here's another game we might be able to move on from extremely quickly. Mets Nationales here. David Peterson, Josiah Gray. I could see why people are taking the Nationals here. Josiah Gray, we all know, better on the road. David Peterson, not very good, whatever. Well, I'd say this. I'd love for David Peterson to be in my rotation right now. He is barely on this Mets team, and he could be a capable starter for other teams, which is very funny. Shows how good
He's
the
still
Mets
with the Mets, though. He's capable, and he's good at home.
Yeah.
This is where he's been better. Yeah, his
So
splits.
I ultimately passed here. The Mets are hitting righties really well at 113 weighted runs created plus. That's third. Nationals not hitting lefties. It's just, it makes all the sense in the world. Like, you got the better pitcher on the Mets. Well, better pitcher is close, whatever. Better offense, better bullpen. It's just tough to take the Nationals here. So I passed here at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is. This is why I stayed up. I mean, Mets at this big number, you could just go run line, which a lot of people do this time of year at this big 280 or around their price. You could look at the team total, which I looked at 4.5 minus 120. Don't love it. And you just got off that series, taking this series from the Dodgers. It's just the ultimate dump, kind of just watch out for this one. It just, this seems dicey. That's why I stayed off in the end. I think he started opening or the first week of the year. This is only starting against the Mets that I was going through. And 4 innings, 8 hits, 4 earned. That's a long time ago. But always the problem with Gray, his walks. He can't give up those walks because he gives up the long ball. And Alonso, anybody, all those guys, next thing you know, it's 3-0 real quick.
Yep, that is why we stay off, and that will be his next journey as a pitcher, limiting those walks. Walks will murder you. Speaking of murdering you, let's talk about the Braves Marlins here. First of all, shout out to Spencer Strider. 16 Ks yesterday, fucking beast. NL Rookie of the Year, well deserved there. I'll say this, Connor. I was pretty surprised at this line. The plus almost basically 150 for Sandy was kind of shocking. And it kind of made me feel like, okay, well, that seems like a trap here. It's like, all right, bet all your money plus money on this NL Cy Young Award winner at the Braves against one of the better teams in baseball, and he gets touched up here and gets out early. Marlins bullpen does the rest, and the Braves kind of roll here. Team total for the Braves, maybe. But it'd be me hoping that it's another like 3, 4, 5 inning performance from Sandy Alcantara, and I'm getting him out early enough to get the Braves bats against their bullpen. So I pass here, but I'm going to find it very interesting to watch how Sandy pitches today, especially against this high-powered Braves offense.
Yeah, he had those 2 starts. He had one earlier in the year, Atlanta. Then he had those back-to-back. I believe they were in July. I'm going to pull it up here in a second. Morton, this is the problem. This is why I like the under with Sandy. It's worked all year, and it's worked all year taking first 5. I think the Marlins, I'm going to take them at plus 140, see if they could win the first 5. So at St. Louis, 4 runs. So at Boston, he gave up 5. At Philly, these are his last 3 road starts. Sorry, he's at home. I don't know why I messed up. He's good at home. That's why I want the under. So those are his road starts that are really bad at home. Houston, the Mets, nothing. Philly, nothing. Angels, nothing. So he's been horrible on the road. Back here at home, Marlins can't hit great. I want the first 5 under 3.5. I think I got like minus 118 earlier or something like that. And I'm going to take a little bit with that plus 140 with the Marlins first 5 as well.
Do you feel the same way about the plus a half? I've got plus a half at minus 115. I like the low first 5 totals usually lend me to taking the plus a halves because 1-1, 0-0 obviously cashes that ticket as well.
The weird thing, I wouldn't do this with any other team, and I don't like turning dogs into favorites. They've gotten him 1 run so many times in the first 5. It's like there's been so many 1-0. I'm not going big on that. The under's my play here. I'm just going to put a little bit on the Marlins first 5. So I think they could get it done. I'm going to take a shot. It's been good for me all year. And Charlie at home, that's where Morton, he's just been god-awful on the road. That's what I was trying to get at. And really good at home. And he's home here. And, Braves haven't been killing it lately, the baseball. And they haven't got to Sandy all year, really.
Oh, that's a good breakdown, Connor. They're 10th right now against righties. Not that great. 104, just barely above average. So I see it. And I like that under too. It's under 3.5 at -125 for me. So a little juiced for my taking.
Yeah, it's moved up a little bit. I took it early.
Yeah,
It was
no, and that's
decent,
good.
118.
And that's the advantage of taking the lines early for sure. I mean, I thought that's an easy spot to look at, just an automatic first 5 under with Sandy on the bump. Let's talk Minnesota White Sox here real fast. I actually could not find this game on Bovada right now. I don't know if they took it down or what. I was a little worried there might be a pitching change. Oh, and it is a pitching change. No wonder. So Joe Kelly apparently getting the start for Davis Martin, and it seems like it'll probably be an opening situation, would be my guess.
Yeah, so Gray scratched?
No, you still have Sonny Gray. It's just no Martin right now.
Oh, yeah, for the White Sox, David. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, to start it off, my guess, and I'm looking on RotoWire right now to see if they've got him as a primary. They do. So, yeah, I guess, Mike, it is an opening situation. Kelly gets the first guys, and then Martin comes in after. No price move on the sides either. -140, still +117. I like the Twins. I should keep saying Mets. I like the Twins -105 here for the first 5, -0.5 here. This is one of those things where I was betting the Twins against the White Sox earlier in the year. Said the White Sox were just not a good baseball team. Twins are better. That was basically the whole cap. I'm going to be interested to see how they do without Tony La Russa. Obviously, that's one of those factors. We'll see how that goes going forward. But my play, if I had to make one, would be Twins first 5 here. I don't know if I'm going to get there, though, officially. I'm writing it down now. But we'll see going forward here, Connor. What do you think?
Well, I am on it. I don't want the White Sox at all. I think you talked about this isn't a good baseball team. Whether Kelly opens, yeah, he'll just go an inning. Not even, maybe an inning at third. Sonny Gray, though, he's been very good lately, and usually he gets you to the 5th inning, and he needs to get out. When he starts going 6th or 7th, he starts to get hit. And he had a rough July, and I remember being on him. He gave up 5 at Texas, and he gave up 6 to these White Sox. That's where I was hesitant here. But I think first 5 at -0.5, I got +108 earlier. I like it. And I lean over. I love a ton of unders. There's only a couple games, the Red Sox game we mentioned a little bit. I like the over here in this one.
All right, fair enough. I think I'm going to move on it officially -0.5. I've got it at -105 here. Don't hate the juice at all. Trusting Sonny Gray. And the Twins team has just been one of my teams this year. I've been betting on them frequently. I laid off the last month or so because they've been down. Rocco Baldelli, a lot of interesting decisions coming from him too when I watch the Twins. So I'll be watching this game, and I'll be watching his future very closely if I was everyone else as well.
Yeah, and Twins have been good against the White Sox in Chicago. So
yeah.
I like it.
All right, let's move on. A good rivalry game, but too juiced for my blood. Cardinals, Cubs. Jordan Montgomery finally has his first bad outing as a Cardinal. And I think finally Yankees fans are taking a sigh of relief. Oh, okay, no, maybe he's not the next Cy Young. Oh, God. But I ultimately, I'm passing on this game. -250, too much for me. I don't trust the Cubs. The Cubs are second worst, they're 28th, so I guess third worst against lefties. Their Cardinals are first against righties. Pass game for me. Hopefully they give them a lot of run support here.
Yeah. I love the Cubs the other night against the Jays. Not so much here. I looked at, Cards team total, if you don't mind it, 4.5 was right around -120. Montgomery's been money, and now he's being priced this way. They're playing the Cubs -250. Home team, I don't go too crazy with a big number. You could go run line. That's my lean. It's Cardinals or pass here.
Agreed. Cardinals or pass. Let's move on to a AL West matchup. Lance McCullers back on the bump. Reed Detmers for the Angels here. I like Lance, and I think I would back him here, but the price is a little fishy. -155 was a little cheap. Truthfully, I'm like, okay, that's the first little red flag there. Lance, coming off his injury. This is going to be his third start, I believe, third or fourth start now. He's pitched well in all of them. He gave up 3 earned runs at Atlanta, but you kind of take that in 5 innings, honestly. 5 innings, a shutout ball against the Orioles last time. Before that, I would think he dominates here. The Astros are hitting well against lefties, 222 weighted runs created plus. So I would lean towards the Astros, but that price obviously has me questioning things. A good parlay piece if you want it, but pass for me.
This is the last one. I just want to make sure of the lineup, and they haven't come out with theirs, the Astros. So I'm a little, just waiting. But I like the Astros first 5 here. They've been good at this price on the road, and I just got to take them. The Angels have played better as of late. I don't know. They beat up on the Jays. I forget who. Other than that, the time before they've had a few wins. Trout's back. Detmers has been pretty good. And he's been better at home. But I think if the Astros are on, they get to him early, at least get 3 or 4, and we get that first 5. And McCullers has shut these Angels down. I mean, they're hitting like a buck. I don't even know, $150 and over 90 at bats. So I like the Astros here. I think you ride them, and nothing on this total. So I think this could be, Astros have been a good under team. So have the Angels, and that's when they, a lot of guys were out, Trout, etc. They were dead under. So I could see another under, or maybe this gets over, but I'm not going to touch that. I'll just go with the Astros first 5. Nice to have.
Yep. No, I mean, I agree with you wholeheartedly there,
but I got to wait on the lineup. I mean, if everyone, Altuve, Alvarez, Bregman, Tucker, man, all those guys are in. Pena, I'm a go.
Cool. Yeah, no, I if I had to pick a side and if I had to place a bet, it would be that exact one there. So we're in lockstep there. Let's talk Milwaukee, Arizona. Weird line. I think this one. You
got a hot snakes right now, man. I've been riding them too. Like playing good baseball.
It's funny because I'm like, Brewers are, I was gonna say a former first place club, but Brewers have obviously fallen off. Snakes are hot. Zach Davies, I guess. He's 2 earned runs against the Chicago White Sox last time, 1 earned run against the Kansas City Royals. This is his first home start in his last 4 appearances too. I'll be honest here. I want to take the Brewers. They're 15th against righties, 95 weighted runs created plus. Arizona's 24th against lefties. Eric Lauer, bad start against the Cubs last time out. I think he can bounce back here. I'm going to look at a first 5 number here, see what I can find. What about you, Connor?
Davies has been really good. Like you mentioned, he has pretty good numbers, 91 at bats, 220 off him. You mentioned the Brewers have been pretty good. This seems like a good bounce back for them, but I would just keep rolling with the D-backs. They lost 18-2. That didn't bother me for taking them last night. I just went back to it. I've been like 6-1. I took them 7 straight in that White Sox series. And I think you just go back to it. I'm a little leery here, but I also like the under. I think Lauer pitches well. D-backs have been hitting well. Lefty's not too crazy, but they've been able to score runs. It seems like Ketel Marte, 7 for 15. This was the guy I had highlighted. His jack is not great, the price, but 2 homers just kills Lauer. So, yeah, I like the first 5 under 4.5. I'm just a little – Davies, he's been so good. But, hey, I like this first 5, 4.5 a little bit. And I'd only be on the D-backs in some sort here, whether it's first 5, full game.
The under 4.5 there?
Yes, that's where I'm looking. Yep.
No, it makes sense. I guess I'll stay off this. I don't want to go against the hot snakes. I mean, how can you go against that? It's kind of a hot streak, Shout out to the snakes. By the way, Jay Peasy. Hell yeah, Jay Peasy. A little up 100 on the roulette. Nice to watch.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to you, Jay Peasy. I love
easy.
Though I will gladly admit, I will openly say this. I'm very pussy, and I will not make the roulette bets myself. I do love going red and black and just trying to hit and just double my money. That is one of my favorite things to do at a casino. And shout out, by the way, speaking of me being pussy, the person that makes those bets for me usually is Preston Ekdahl, and it's his birthday today. So shout out to Preston and happy birthday to Preston and Pierce. 2 people that have been at Pub Sports Radio longer than I have. So shout out to them and happy birthday to them. The beginning of
happy birthday to P. Yeah. And Pierce, both. Double P.
Crazy fucking guy, that Preston Ekdahl. Fucking crazy person.
Wild man.
If Padres Dodgers next game, and this is a game that I think everyone kind of want to look and talk about here. Yu Darvish, Dustin May. I love Dustin May. Preston does not like Dustin May because he lost a lot of money on him in one of his first appearances on his career. I love Dustin May, though. He's one of my favorite pitchers to watch. He's a freak. His hair is awesome. He throws disgusting shit. Maybe I'm getting reeled into it, but I love me some Dustin May. So give me the fucking Dodgers first 5 here. I'll take it against Yu Darvish. Yu Darvish, who's going to face the Dodgers. This is going to be his 4th time. His first one was great. Next one sucked. And then his last one, he gave up 2 earned runs. So I'm going to trust it here. I think the Dodgers offense can get a hold of him here. 5th, 108 weighted runs created plus. First 5 -0.5 for Dustin May is at -150 and -115, and that's what I'm riding with here, Connor. What about you?
Yeah, you know what? I'd go first 5. The Dodgers come off that trip from New York. I like the under. But the Dodgers always, to me, they put up a 5 spot, and the rest of the game, that bullpen, for the most part, shuts it down as long as Kimbrel's not in the game. Yep. Padres haven't hit a lick in LA. They've swung at the bat a little bit better as of late, and they snuck out all those games in San Francisco. 5-4, 4-3 there. So I like the full game under here. Yeah, Dodgers have beat them 12 out of 13, here in LA. I don't think they beat them this year. I think that's going back to last year. Darvish, I think, will be pretty good. A few Dodgers hit him hard. I always look at Freddie Freeman. He has good numbers, 7 for 19. So look at his props today. Maybe Trey Turner. And I agree, the Dodgers here. I like the under and them.
Beautiful. Well, I'm glad I'm on the right side of the Dodgers finally and not trying to fade them.
It's a tough start. I mean, they left a good amount of time, but the clock coming back, I'm not too crazy about that. But baseball, you leave in the East, coming back West. I'm not crazy, but that's why I like the under. I think May should be good.
No, I like the under look as well. It makes a whole lot of sense to me. What is that? Is that 4? 3.5?
Yeah. You could get a 4.5, I think, at -125. Let me double check.
Let me see here. I got a 4. Wow, at -105?
I got the 4 at even money. I mean, you're right Man, there, but
you know what?
You could get a 4.5 though. Probably -125.
I'm absolutely gonna move on that under. I figured it was gonna be like a 3.5, to be honest with you. I'm gonna move instead of that team total. I'm gonna move on that for first 5 under here. I'm gonna fucking trust you, Darvish. Though I do not.
He's got good numbers, Jose. Other than those few guys, I mean, we're talking him 160 at bats or 204 off him. I remember that last start. I think Bellinger hit a homer, someone else, and it ended up Dodgers were up 3 or 4-0 through 5 by I think that last start. So
we'll take that right now. We'll fucking take that. First 5 under there. So we're switching from Dodgers team or just Dodgers first 5 to just the first 5 under 4 here at -105 here. I'm hoping that Yu Darvish can get his shit together and pitch well here against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Will be a lot of fun to watch this game, to say the least. Now, last game on our slate, Phillies Giants, complete pass for me. Connor, I think you've been capping, or I've been capping with you, I should say, for a long time. And you remember when I first started capping, I have my superstitions about the last game on the card. I do not like betting the last game on the card. It always seems to be an underdog spot, so I stay off of it usually. And this is one of those cases here. Gibson at even money I thought was really weird. I think he's a better pitcher than Alex Cobb, and the Phillies have a better lineup. So I guess I'm leaning towards that direction. But I mean, this last game really sketches me out, Connor. So pass game for me at the end of the day. What about you here?
This one's tough. Gibson's been good enough. I don't always love him on the road, but there's just no way I'm taking the Giants. And this team just doesn't give a shit, it seems like. They can't hit a lick at all, and it's been a struggle. I thought that Logan Webb start, they could get a win there, and he was good, and he kind of got hit a little late. They got down 3-0 and lost 3-2, I think it was. Real quick, that start for Darvish, August 7th. He gave up 6 hits, 2 runs. That home run of Bellinger. So he was good after that. But yeah, I trust Gibson over Cobb. This is the Phillies. It's not easy, but it seems like San Francisco is not the toughest place to go in and play with this team right now. I think they've lost 9 of 10, something like that. So they're just don't want them. JT Realmuto plus 700. Not always hit bombs there. 3 for 8 with 2 jacks. Look at him, big number. Here's Jack.
That's a good one, especially at a pitcher's friendly park as well.
Yeah, that's why. And look, I like the under. Like it's Phillies and under. You know, the first 5 fours minus 120. Nah, I don't want it. I mean, that's my lean though. Under.
Fair enough. I wrote down all the win totals on my book, and I've had them on a whiteboard just staring at me for the whole year. And I've slowly started writing down like, all right, this team's cash, this team's cash. Fucking cat, you could have cashed that for the under 85.5 for the Giants fucking ages ago. My goodness, there's a great look.
Well,
Allen.
I thought it had a shot until 2 weeks. I mean, because they were, I think, a game over 500 or something, or maybe a couple. And now they're 61-68. I think it's
hitting the tanks now. Yeah, no, I was looking at it. Like, shout out to the Orioles. One of the team totals that I actually bet over. Orioles already cashed that shit too. Orioles, the Oakland unders probably cashing too. So all those stuff you keep on looking at, and by Cleveland as well. Cleveland Guardians with 75.5, smash that. So a lot of interesting lines and a lot of good stuff happening as well as we wrap up this season here. And let's wrap up this show. Let's wrap up this show with a little recap of our plays here. As you guys can see, 393 and 413, only down 0.2 units for the year. We had a 3-unit day yesterday. Excuse me. It was a great day. It was fun. Betting against the market, all that stuff. It ended up working out for us, and it was a whole lot of fun. So I've got 6 plays for today, and I will recap them first here, and I'll obviously mention friends and family. Tampa Bay team total over 3.5 minus 115. Boston team total over 5 minus 115 there. Newly added, the Dodgers Padres first 5 under 4 minus 105. Oakland Baltimore first 5 under 4 minus 110. Miami Atlanta first 5 under 3 minus 125. Official there. Trusting Charlie and Sandy. And Minnesota first 5 minus a half at minus 105 there. Those are all my plays, and I will mention friends and family. Parlay we do on Betting with the Bag, one leg from each of the guests on that show. It is Tampa Bay money line, St. Louis money line, and the UTSA Roadrunners money line.
Really?
And I bet you guys can guess who put that last part in there. So it will be a whole lot of fun. Shout out to 2 friends.
A lot of Houston love.
Oh boy, I see it, Connor. I've been seeing it. I can't wait. I fucking can't wait because it's the same shit last year with Western Kentucky coming into the Alamo Dome. The same shit with UAB coming to the Alamo Dome. No one comes in the Alamo Dome and has a good time, Connor. Let's just put it like that.
I agree with you. Not a lot of people love, and I think Houston's pretty good. Yeah. Hey, the line, I didn't get the 6.5. I didn't think it would drop so quick. And it was just a day or two because it's been at 4 since Tuesday. But I go the other way. I like UTSA a little bit as well. I think there should be some points in that game.
There will be points for sure. I'll tell you that. 100%. Yeah. Fuckload.
Yeah. There should be a shit ton of points. All right. Let's get through mine here. Marlins, first 5 under 3.5. I'm also going to throw some on that first 5. I got just about plus 140 on it. Twins first 5 minus that plus 108. Astros first 5 minus that plus 105. Padres Dodgers under 8, and Red Sox, and we're on with it, over 5.5 plus 115. I got to do it with Geico. It's just your boys better come to play.
Okay. Let me tell you, Connor, I agree. If they fucking make them look good,
yeah,
it's gonna be some sad drinking on Saturday at the tailgate.
Lastly, I like these. I have not bet this yet, but the Brewers D-backs first 5 under 4.5, and I lean the D-backs. And I don't think I'm going to get involved because I got a few college football bet. Is that Phillies game? I think I'm going to stay off, but it's just Phillies or nothing there. at right around even money. And those are my bets.
Beautiful. Connor Mack, thank you as always for joining me on a lovely Friday. You're a busy man, so I appreciate your time. When's the next time you're going to be on the Pub Sports Radio airwaves?
Tomorrow morning, week 1, college football, 10 a.m. Eastern. Me, Babano, Big Boss, and Ragu. Can't wait. There, boom.
Yep, the NCAA.
Producer Jose, always on the spot there.
I've got you. The NCAA Football Pub Hub, Bobano, Connor, Big Boss, Ragu. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, and I cannot wait for it. Week 0 was fun, I'm sure, especially when the Boss and the Sauce get together, too. I like that. The NFL starting soon. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. Connor, I hope to see you on some live streams as well this weekend, and with some live betting in us. Catch me right now here in games at 7 my time, so like an hour and a half-ish. Indiana, Illinois, a little Big Ten action.
Yeah.
I'll be watching baseball, obviously, and I'll be watching the Red Sox. Maybe you guys can watch me have an aneurysm if Dallas Keuchel starts the game out well. So that'll be a whole lot of fun for sure. Thanks, everyone, for watching. You guys are all what make this show go. Jake Burns, I went to UTSA, not UTEP. UTEP is for the birds. I'll tell you that. Not applicable. Ronnie Umbergia, Mr. MDR, Cheshire Cat, Eldorado.
Hit the like button.
Yes, hit that like button for sure. It helps the channel, helps us. And definitely go to our link right now in the description. The Buy Me a Coffee link right now for Pub Sports Radio. The Atlantic City trip slowly being funded like that. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. I have not been to Atlantic City, and we're going to put a date on that Atlantic City trip hopefully soon so we can have something to look forward to, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Nasty Nate, thanks for joining as well, and I cannot wait. Nasty Nate, who I'm going to a casino with here in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. 2 weeks officially now, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun, and he says that we're going to play some roulette in Boston. I cannot wait. I'm a huge red-black guy. Just keep betting red and black, so I cannot wait for that.
Pick one, Jose. You got to pick one here.
Well, we lurk around the tables. We see 17 reds in a row. We bet in black. That's what we do here. We see those 5 blacks in a row. We go ahead and bet the red. We don't fucking go for streaks here. Slump busters. And by the way, shout out to Preston Ekdahl, who taught me my only roulette strategy. So it's a whole lot of fun. And I'll never forget the high of being in New Orleans and winning 3 straight roulettes in a row. Never forget that high. So that's why I love the roulette. It's a whole lot of fun.
It wasn't like a buck though. Did you win $50 off the?
No, we all put $50 in, and we got $50. Yeah, no, we were riding. It was a great time.
You're right.
Connor, let me tell you, we don't have your bankroll over there, Mr. $300 unit better over there, Connor, flexing his might. I'll take my measly units and sweat them out and have a whole lot of fun doing it.
Hey, it's for everyone, any price. I mean, that's why I love it. That's why I'll never discriminate against anyone and their hustle, for sure.
Awesome. Connor, thank you so much. Like I said, I love when you're on the show. It's always good vibes, and I will see you soon, my man. Thanks, everyone else, for watching. Sign up for the Cappers contest on Pub Sports Radio and watch this video to find out how. Don't forget to say hey on social media, and we'll see you guys.
Sign up for that. Yes. The Capper contest. Get in. Time. Yeah.
And hey,
I'll be signing up. I haven't yet, but I'll be in.
I'll tell you right now, Jimmy's mom's signing up too, and there will be a punishment if you finish behind Jimmy's mom in the Cappers contest. So I cannot wait, and I will absolutely be nervous about finishing behind her. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Till then, say hey on social media, and we'll see you guys next time.
We at Pop Sports Radio are doing our own Cappers contest. $100 entry fee. We will all be competing against each other. Every single cent that's put in will go into the prizes.
You've got 5 picks every week. If you go to pubsportsradio.com, you buy yourself that little ticket that you see on the website right there. Just hit add a cart. You buy the little ticket right there. And after you buy the ticket, you'll get an email with a link and a specific password for you to log in, make your picks. and all that good jam.
So it coincides, of course, with a survivor pool. 1 pick per week, sports survivor pool. That's exciting. We're having a cappers contest, 5 picks against the spread each week, and a survivor contest. We all get to host the victors and roast the losers. The cappers contest at Pub Sports Radio. All you have to do is go to pubsportsradio.com to sign up.